Volume 3, Chapter 4 Little Girl and Night Turmoil. Sato's here. I think this is an unfortunate fate, to have an inseparable relationship with a person I'm not into. I'd like to be together with a person of my type for once. A stark naked little girl is straddling on top of my waist. What the heck is this? A dream? I've experienced similar situations with my younger cousins during a long vacation on my grandfather's home in the countryside long ago. The difference is that the little girl who's riding on me now is naked. She doesn't have the same innocent atmosphere as my cousins. The little girl moves bit by bit, then she greatly trembles and snuggles against my bare chest. Her expression looks more like an adult woman rather than a little girl. While looking very calm, I am actually really shaken inside. I'm not a lolicon, okay? Absolutely not. Yet what's with this situation? After purchasing the two from Nidoranshi, the slave trader, I will vigorously attend to master without rest, day and night. The violet-haired little girl, Arisa, said such things during the ritual of contract. Even though Lisa and Al and the black-haired girl, Lulu, were silent. Did she want to appeal to me? After the slave contract is finished, I pay 1 gold coin to Nidoranshi. Until the morning on the day after tomorrow, he'll be on the place earlier, so he asked me to call if I ever need other slaves. We're doing self-introductions outside the tent. Then, please let me introduce myself. I am from the now extinct kingdom of Kuboru, Arisa. My age is 11 years old. There are still 4 years before I become an adult, but I'll gratefully accept to do night service even while I'm clumsy. Please cherish me forever. While finishing the greeting with fluent words that doesn't match her age, Arisa slightly picks both ends of her helm and bows. Although that's an elegant gesture, her hem is already short. Coupled with her simple clothes, her lower body parts become almost naked. And so I put my gaze to her face and simply reply, "Please take care of me too. My name is Sato. I'm Lulu des, 14 years old des. Born in Koboru Kingdom des. Since I'm plain looking and thin, I'm not fit to be your partner at night, but I'll work hard like a horse, so please don't abandon me." Lulu introduces herself while looking down and covers her face with her bangs. That clear voice isn't the type for seiyu, but it's a good voice with soprano feeling. It would have been better if it was not accompanied with trembling. Though the person herself said thin, she looks probably to be B-cup. Being B-cup at 14 years old is quite promising for the future, I think. Or is this world of the big breast faction? As long as it's soft, anything is fine. Putting that aside, for this beautiful girl to say that she's ugly, that's too much even for humility. Covered with bangs, she looks like Sadako. But if I were to compare her with a beauty contest winner I've seen on TV back then, she will win with a big margin. That's how orthodoxly beautiful her face is. Frankly said, she's my type. If her personality is agreeable, then I would think of proposing to her when she turns 20. I wonder if Arisa and Lulu don't have any prejudice against demi-humans. Even after the Beastkin girls took off their hoods, they don't show any disgust. Although Lulu looks afraid of Lisa, I don't sense any feelings of disgust. Do people from other kingdom not dislike demi-humans? Pochi and Tama initially act shy around strangers, but since Arisa and Lulu act normally to them, they immediately become familiar. Well then, let's go back to the inn. I call out to the 5 and we return back to the street. Arisa smoothly and naturally clings to my left arm. The remaining other is being contested by Pochi and Tama. Since it doesn't seem that it's going to end, Lisa carries both of them in her arms like luggage. Seemingly given up, the two quiet down after their hands and legs are in the air. So they're like that pose. A cute sound resounded. When I look back, Lulu blushes. Figures of a bashful, beautiful girl is lovely. I don't think of her as a romantic interest now, but I'm looking forward to the future. A lot of stalls exclude good smells, but there aren't many customers. It seems that the auction has started, so the richest and curious onlookers who want to look at beautiful slaves have flowed there. Since it's convenient, we go to a stall with tables. I bought chicken soup and flatbreads. assorted intestines and vegetables, and enough meat skewers for this number of people. I ended up buying a lot of meat skewers. Itadakimasu! And so the meal starts. After the beastkin girls started eating, the two newcomers follow. Arisa stuffs herself with meat skewers, saying, "Ah, protein after a long time," while holding her check. So this world has the concept for nutritions too, huh? I ignored that while enjoying the scenery of the meal with everyone. Lulu eats with all her might while still being reserved, but the two's eating pace is slow compared to the other four, so they didn't eat much from the big combined platter. Next time, let's divide some small portions for them first. Since I'm not hungry, I finished my meal in the middle, but since Arisa and the beastkin girls doesn't look like they've had enough, I order more intestines and vegetable platters. Continue your meal as it is. I'm going to buy cloaks and shoes at the stall for a bit. Let me go if it's for shopping. I will go. Lulu and Lisa stand up. Pochi and Tama stop chewing at the meat and look here if only their eyes. Everyone keep eating as you are. This is an order, you know. I could have gone when the meal is over, but I keep accidentally seeing Lulu's breast who sits in front of me. I can't calm down. I can clearly see the nipple of Arisa who is sitting beside her, but I don't care with that one. I give cheap cloaks and sandals to the two, bought from the vicinity. Soon after, the five eat through their plates, leaving not even breadcrumbs. So we go back to the inn. Service skill acquired. Just like Zina-san said, the inn refuses to let demi-humans enter. However, Martha-chan makes a bed from the new straws inside the barn for the sake of the three. Pochi and Tama are overjoyed, and even Lisa reservedly gives thanks. I wonder if it's warm to sleep on the straws covered with a blanket from the labyrinth. I take out the cookwares and foods from among the lot bags of the labyrinth and leave it to Lisa. I also put short swords of Pochi and Tama inside. It's forbidden to equip demi-humans with arms inside the town, but since it's the things taken from the labyrinth for self-protection, it's probably fine. As for the foods, you can eat it if you're hungry, okay? I give the permission to Lisa. With this, I can wake up late tomorrow. Lulu is going to sleep here together. Since the inn accepts them anyway, it's better to sleep inside the room. I tried to book an additional room for the landlady, but there were no free rooms, so it was decided to add a spare bed in my room. Since the room is wide, being originally a twin room, even after two beds occupy it, it doesn't feel cramped. I make Arisa and Lulu sleep together on the new bed, and I sleep on my own bed. Inside the labyrinth, for the sake of letting the beastkin girls rest, I was the sole watchguard, so I didn't even take a wink of sleep. Is it because of that my eyelids feel heavy? I surrender myself to drowsiness and sleep after a long while. And so we fly back to the beginning. Why am I sharing a bed with a little girl? Calm down, Sato. Let's cool down here. Arisa, who notices me wake up, says, "You're awake?" mischievously, while whispering and uselessly kisses me. While receiving that, I comb her hair. Not safe for work? No, wait, I should have pushed her. I'll be branded a lolicon if this continues. Arisa does not stop with my mouth. She kisses my ear, collarbone, and chest in turn. Her small hands lightly, very lightly caress. Responding to that, I gently stroke her nape. Why? I don't feel like myself. Arisa captures my hairless chest, putting her cheek on my thinly cracked abs while her finger is crawling. Feeling that lovely actions, I feel like it's okay to let her violate me? This thought is strange. No matter how you look at it, there's something wrong. My blurred mind becomes a bit clear. I operate the menu with thought and make the log display on. Found it on the log. I slowly raise my body, lift Arisa who looks here, and put my face on her nape. Arisa hugs my head while panicking for a bit. Close to her ears, I order her gently but firmly. Arisa, I forbid the use of magic and skills. This is an order. Arisa loosens her hands and looks at me with a shocked and distorted face. Furthermore, cancel the effect of magic and skill that you've used on me. This is an order. The order seems to be accepted. The log shows the cancellation of magic effect. The information displayed on AR changed too. Just in case, I get the mind resistance skill, which comes out in the log to maximum. It seems that I also got mind magic, but it's fine for now. Why? Isn't that my line? Using mind magic on me? What's your goal? Yes, the time when I bought her and just before this, she was using magic. The first one was Charm Person and Fret Magic, and a little while ago, Temptation Field and Heat Heart were used. When I used the appraisal skill on her, her skill was none. But the first time I see her, the AR displayed unknown. If only I remember earlier. Even if Master said I'm using mind magic. I also forbid the act of deceiving me and playing dumb. This is an order. State your goals. I close her escape route and press for an answer. Questioning skill acquired. Alright, let's allocate points to it and activate it. Let's make the level to be 3 for now. I repeat, don't lie and speak your goals. She seems to have resigned and answered truthfully. She stops using polite language. My goal was to become Master's slave. And the goal for the second one? I wanted to serve Master. She becomes a bit sulky while saying it. I don't understand the point. Talk a bit more clearly. Mo, like I said, I fell in love with you when I first saw you. That thin and soft-looking black hair, that defenseless expression, that outlandish baby face, that delicate-looking body. If such a person is to become my master, and even though such dreamy boy was before my eyes, he was going to plainly pass by. I can't forgive that. That's why I used magic. To be purchased. She piles up her words like a machine gun. Since she looks a bit desperate, I keep listening. So after you've been bought, you intend to brainwash me then? No, completely false. I've said, I will vigorously attend to Master without rest, day and night. When I become your slaves, right? That's why I seduce Master, since it's a slave's job to make her master feel good. What kind of reasoning is that? It doesn't look like she's just lying to get through troublesome things. I understand the facade, but what's your true intention? Even though I was waiting for Master to call me, you really went asleep. Since it can't be helped, I slipped into your bed, and when I see your sleeping face, it's just irresistible. It's a teehee face. I'm a bit perturbed, so I pull her cheeks. This much punishment is okay, right? Ooh, it hurts. Yeah. This thin cheek sure can stretch. It's fun, but since the corner of her eyes are tearing up, I stop. Even though I did my best to control myself in the beginning. Then was it because you lose to your lust that you attacked? That's right, so she nods. Really, just what are you? The AR displays these. Name, Arisa. Age, 11 years old. Title, Sato's slave. Witch of the Lost Kingdom. Mad Princess. Skill, Mind Magic. Gift, Innate Skills. Self-Status. Status Check. Hide Skill. Item Box. Special Ability. Never Give Up. Overboost. Good grief, it's full of skills I've never seen before. Arisa answers me teasingly. I am Tachibana Arisa, just like you, a Japanese.